What's up, motivators? Timothy McCain here. I hope you have been doing all right. Check this out. We're going to get right into this video. Listen, fake it till you make it is some of the worst advice ever. Fake it till you make it, fam. One more time for the people in the back. Is some of the worst advice ever. And let me expound on this. Typically, fake it till you make it is just this understanding or this mindset. Well, I'm just gonna act like, you know what I mean? It's everything's all right. I'm gonna act like I know what to do. I'm gonna act like I have it all together. I'm gonna act like this. I'm gonna fake it until I make it. And I understand. Let me say, I understand that this may be okay in some different arenas of life and some type of situations and things of that nature. But when it comes to your health, when it comes to your mental health, when it comes to your betterment of life, faking it till you make it is horrible. And so I meet so many people, family, who are in that place in life where they are hurting deeply. So what happens is that they fake a smile while deep inside there's a deep pit of despair. A place in their life where they're longing for hope, community, healing, fellowship. They're longing for restoration. They're combating hopelessness. It seems like every single day they wake up. You know what I mean? They're fighting to keep the jaws of depression off of their life, family. And so, but what happens every single day, because again, the society and things that we live in, where we live in a society when someone asks you, how are you? But they don't mean it. And so people greet each other with how are you, but not expecting you to be honest what was going on. And so once again, we fake it till we make it. This happens in every aspect of life, family. This happens in the marketplace. This happens in school. This happens at work. This happens at church, which, that still confuses the mess out of me. Why in the world will we act like we got it all together at a place that's supposed to be a time of your week where you put down everything and you're vulnerable and you're transparent about the reality of your life? However, whatever reason, we live in a place where we are masquerading beauty, putting on fake figurative makeup to hide our blemishes, when reality, family, when you take all the makeup off, we look nothing like the Instagram filters we have been posting in an emotional sense. So I want to talk to the individuals right now that you're hurting, and you're hurting deeply, and you have just told yourself that faking it till you make it is just the way you got to do. And you're hoping to feel better in time. You're hoping to resolve in time. Reality is going on in your life. But I'm telling you, family, I said this for all the time. And let me say to the people in the back, I'm getting my notes right now. Family, is that it doesn't go away with time. It goes away for attention. Check this out. I wrote this other day that ignorance is not a fruit of the spirit. Out of sight and out of mind is not a faith tactic, but a coping mechanism. I'm going to expound on this in a little bit. One more time, I wrote down, ignorance is not a fruit of the spirit. Out of sight and out of mind is not a faith tactic, but a coping mechanism. Okay. So what I mean by that fruit, I'm so thankful the diverse community we have here at the this TM Motivations. And so the fruit of the spirit, you're reading in the book of Galatians, and what it is like, it's supposed to be this thing where as Christians, we exhibit these type characteristics, which, fam, I'm not going to front. I've been scratching my head with some of the stuff I be seeing from quote unquote Christians around this world, and especially in this nation during this time. So some of you may scratch your head like, bruh, really? So check this out. The fruit of the spirit is supposed to be love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, long-suffering, and self-control, right? Those are supposed to be the fruit of the spirit, things that we exhibit in our life, right? And so I said that ignorance isn't one of them. Ignoring issues, ignoring problems, ignoring your own state, ignoring your own health, and that fruit of the spirit. And so what we have been taught, what we've been modeled, It's like, well, if I act like it's not there, then it's going to go away. If I ignore it, then it's going to go away. If I don't focus on it, then it's going to go away. But just because you don't focus on it doesn't not mean that the problem is going to disappear. I understand sometimes whatever you magnify, you manifest in that regard. However, and it becomes to a moment where even in your own health, your mental health, spiritual health, physical health, the dynamics in your life, the dynamics in your marriage, family, faking it till you make it won't fix anything. It just makes it worse. It just puts the problem on the other end of your procrastination, and it builds up into a way where you could have been easier to confront, to heal, to resolve yesterday, but now because of the time that you have wasted, now it's harder. So whatever the case may be, reason, family, I just felt like, man, to make this video real fast. I mean, a lot of people who are compartmentalizing their problems think it's going to go away with time, but it doesn't, family. It goes away with attention. And so listen, if you are someone right now where you're hurting, family, don't fake it till you make it. Find help. Find help. I'm going to talk. I'm talking to you. You right there. Yes, you. Get help. Listen. You are not weak. You are not less of a person. You're not less of a man. You're not less of a woman. You are not less of a person when you admit the need for help and when you pursue it. Okay? Feel like I'm talking to someone and they're looking at the screen right now, whatever device you're watching from. Listen, get help if you need it. Nobody in their right mind, family. If your car breaks down, family, you're going to look for a mechanic, but you don't feel bad about dropping off your car when your engine is something's wrong with your car and your engine is messed up or whatever. You don't feel bad because you know this is just a thing to do. When you have a need in your body and you're hungry and you got no food in the house, you're going to go to a restaurant. You don't feel bad about that because you know that you're going to a place that's going to meet your need and resolve your issue. For why is it when it comes to emotional issues, spiritual issues, physical issues, in these regards, that there's such a taboo and a tug of war that people are having in their life where where they make up in their mind that ignoring it is the best option? Absolutely not. Family, I want you to do this. I want you to recognize your need of help, to acknowledge your state of pain. It's okay to hurt. Okay, family. I feel like some of these conversations I'm bringing to you every now and then because I want to remind you. This machismo, if I say that right, this macho man, this thug life, this mindset that we are cultivating and created, that sometimes we have modeled in front of our kids and things of that nature, is not healthy, fam. Oh, I'm just gonna man up, I'm gonna sleep when I die, and sleep is for the weak, and all this other. I'll rest when I'm. Bump all that, fam. Because the reality is you're killing yourself, and you need some help. So if you're hurting, acknowledge your hurt, but same way, hurt towards healing. You feel me? Listen to me. Hurt towards healing. What do I mean by that? If you're hurting mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever the case may be, acknowledge it. Don't fake it till you make it. Acknowledge it. You're not less of a man, you're less of a woman, you're not less of a Christian, you're not less of you fill in the blank, you're not less of a person, you're not less of a strong person, whatever it can be. Acknowledge it. It takes strength to acknowledge the dynamics of your life. Don't put the power bill back in the mailbox like Sanford and Son because your light's fitting to be shut off. Listen, hurt towards healing. So what I mean by that, I acknowledge your hurt. But same way, if you break a bone, you acknowledge, ow, I broke a bone, but you are hurting towards your healing as you make your way to the hospital, as you make your way to restoration, as you make your way to peace, as you make your way to reconciliation, as you make your way to whatever area you feel like you need, family. Hurt towards healing, hurt towards prayer. That's hurt towards giving things to Jesus. You know what I mean? Hurt towards these things, family. But don't just hurt alone. Don't hurt in private. Don't hurt in a ways where you just masking it, faking it till you making it, trying to get through it. Because family, one day you're just going to implode or explode. You may feel like, well, I got this, but no, you're not. you're not hurting dealing in it with yourself. No, you're hurting, but you're bringing in alcoholism into the situation. You're hurting, but you're bringing in food into the situation. You may feel like you got this, but you're finding and pursuing all the other areas of coping mechanism to help you get through it rather than get over it. Get over it is, once again, another horrible phrase that I feel like is mismanaged and misspoken. Get over it to me is not a step over it and ignore it. Get over it is in order to get through it, I got to confront it. I'm going to deal with it, family. So like listen, for the people in the back, fake it until you make it is horrible advice. Horrible advice. And I want to challenge you motivators to heal, to hurt towards your healing. But once again, it requires honesty, fam. And I know this is maybe next level courage. Maybe demands a level of introspection, a bravery for you. Maybe you have this image or this mindset that feel like, well, everyone else has problems but me. But fam, nah, ignoring it doesn't resolve nothing, nothing. But confronting it is hurtful at times, takes courage, but hurt towards your healing. Once again, your car's broke down, you tow it to a mechanic, right? There's an issue, but you're bringing it to a place of resolving. Your car doesn't break. When your car breaks down, you don't just chill. You think about resolving it. You know what I mean? When you're hungry, you don't just ignore it. You think about resolving the need. But why isn't it becomes when your mental state, your physical state, and your spiritual state, and all this other jazz? Why do we just cope instead of conquer? So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read what I wrote one more time. Ignorance is not a fruit of the spirit. Out of sight and out of mind is not a faith tactic, but a coping mechanism. So no more of this, out of sight, out of mind. No more of that, fam. Confront it, resolve it, heal it. Hurt towards your healing. Okay? And once you're there, family, I feel like I can talk this. If I keep going, things will already be too long. But that's the first step. I really is acknowledging it and what you need. And then when you get to that place, again, find help. I believe therapy is important. I believe counseling is important, family. But I think the first step is just to acknowledge, acknowledge. One thing I really love about what I'm seeing in this generation, what I love seeing is how they are honest about how they feel. And it's frustrating because I see older generations calling them all sorts of names, thinking that they are better or more equipped to deal with the emotions, when in reality, their mechanism was coping. They dealt with anxiety. They dealt with depression. They dealt with all these other things, family, but they just mustered through it. This generation is like, no. I have anxiety. I have depression. I have this. I have that. And I need to confront these things. I need to face these things so I then can do such and such and such. And I think that takes courage. It takes courage to confront the reality of how you feel instead of just ignoring it and just trying to muscle through it. And again, obviously, there's things where we have to learn how to live with something as we are healing it. There's things you have to learn how to move forward as we are still being resolved in some areas, whatever case may be, family. But I think it takes courage to acknowledge the state of a life. So anyways, family, hurt towards your healing, okay? But fake it until you make it is horrible advice. All right, motivators, that's it for me today. Hope you have been doing well. And listen, I want you to know that you can holler at me, fam. I want to build community with you. I want to help you. I don't know what's going on in your life, but in those comment sections, family, I got your back. Listen, I will pray for you. We will talk. We will chat, family, or we will hit up those messages or whatever. But I don't want you hurting in silence. I don't want you feeling abandoned, rejected, forgotten, and alone. And like I said, I don't know the state of your life. I don't know everything you've been through. I don't know the whys of why you are the way you are, or why you're in the position the way you're in. But I do know this, that your tears warrant attention, that your cries warrant attention. That how you feel in and of itself warrants attention. And I'm sorry for the amount of times you have felt isolated, rejected, forgotten, and alone. Because that's not right. Listen, fam, I have been so frustrated with representatives of Christianity nowadays. Because just like I read, the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentle, long-suffering, self-control. Sometimes that's the last thing I'm seeing. And I feel like people are misconstruing Christianity. It's so watching individuals do things in the name of Jesus rather than for Jesus is dumb in what I've witnessed. It's so, family, if you have been hurt from people with this, title of Christianity, I'm sorry. And like I said, I want this to be a safe place where you know that you can. Some of you watching this, you've been church hurt. Some of you stepped foot in the church, you got judged, things happen to you, you never stepped foot in church again. All these different other things, family. And so you just brought in so much different pain and hurt. Listen, whatever the situation may be, I don't know why I went on that thing, but whatever the situation may be in your life, I want this to be a place where you're laying it down. All right, where you have a place where you can go, you can holler at me. Again, how many subscribers we only have? I think we're knocking on the door of, I don't know, was it 300? Our door 300, almost 300 or 300 something going to 4. Listen, I'm not a big channel, but I have big plans for this channel. But the very important to me is that every subscriber, I don't want you just to be a number, because I know you're a person and I want to build community with you. So if you keep saying you have no one to talk to, you have no one to express yourself or whatever, I want to want you to holler at me. All right. So anyways, holler at y'all later. Heart, this channel is to be an oasis of hope in a desert of hopelessness. And there's a lot of great things I'm going to let you know about, because fam, we need some healing and we need it now. All right, fam. Holler at y'all later. Peace.